have seen ourselves after the rapture, and we are walking. I think the Lord removes us from the house also, from habitation. So we go outside in the wilderness. We live in the wilderness, mountains and so forth. And I've seen that during that time, people run away. Wherever we go to, people literally run away, because when we arrive in a city, it's earthquakes, buildings are tumbling and everything, and people are fleeing. So sometimes it's important to contextualize the visitations you are seeing and the celebrations that you see associated with them, to let you know that I know we live in such a modern age where everything is supposed to be lighted, made light and so forth. But in this case, not at all. It's very severe. The missions we are on, these are severe missions of the Lord. And so I've seen ourselves after the rapture of the church, and the Lord has removed us from the house. We're in the wilderness, we're in the mountains, and I've seen the two of us walking up the hill, but we were very tired because we had just come from a city, buildings tumbled and everything, even cold fire from heaven. And then because the world also, in the way she's going now, you can tell she turns around and she worships the devil, you know. Yeah, she just escalates what they're doing right now. And I have seen the following, that even as we are walking, not a single leaf did grow on the surface of the earth. It was polvo in Spanish, vumbi, dust, softer dust where you touch your feet, you walk like this, and not even a single leaf did grow. And that's why I said we just need to contextualize a little bit. What is the message? What's the underlying message when the Lord brings us to a place and we command heaven to open, like recently at America, the canopy, the door, the reception. Those are very dreadful visitations. The Lord is speaking a message in there. I know people celebrate, and it's okay. It's always good to celebrate, because that is the visitation of the Godhead himself. But what is the message? They have authority over heaven. He has authority over heaven. And look, he is going to shut it down. He's going to shut it down, and there will be no rain. In my heart, I greet you all in the mighty name of Jesus from wherever you are tuned in, because I know in this journey, on this episode tonight, you will not be the same again after the Lord has finished transmitting all that he wants to transmit today. And the bottom line, as you have seen again and again, is the coming, or if you will, the imminency of the glorious coming of the Messiah. And in this conversation, the Lord is laying out some very, very important features of what the church ought to know at this hour, and how that is supposed to enhance and facilitate her preparedness for the coming of the Messiah. And that's why for me it serves me such a great privilege and honor again to come to you today. And today is going to be an extended session, because it's the final day at which we will finish up all this. And we have seen very clearly, as we began yesterday, that the Lord is saying that he gave a master prophecy, which we have always talked about again and again, in the book of Matthew chapter 24. And in Matthew 24, you could see clearly, as we have seen, that he's talking about his return. That is now Jesus himself. The Bible, it is in red. Jesus talk about his return. How he will return, come back. And in that conversation, as he talks about his return, you can't help but see that there are two returns. There are two comings back of the Messiah. There is one coming back of the Messiah when he comes up in the sky here. And that's why every time the Lord is speaking to me about it, to come to you, he said, look, the King is coming in the sky. The King is coming in the sky. So there's one coming back where he comes up in the sky. I have seen him come up in the sky. I have seen him come for the church, and he takes the church. He doesn't step his feet on the soil, on the earth. He comes up in the sky. He receives the church, the holy church that is being